Great, so hello. This is our first lesson where we're looking at probability on the upper intermediate group. Now we started with some probability sentences in the present tense. So we looked at somebody over there and we saw her nice clothes and we said, oh, she must be rich. You know, we don't really know because we don't know her. We really have no idea, but we're pretty certain because we use she must be rich. It's a very strong probability sentence. Here's one where we were knocking on somebody's door and we say, well, there are no lights on, so they can't be at home. They can't be in. We don't really know. They might be hiding because they don't like us. We have no idea. Okay, here's another one. I might be wrong about something. I don't know. Things could be worse. It's a lovely expression. Well, they could, they couldn't. Who knows, really? Here's a nice one about the train. The train may be late due to bad weather. We don't know why the train's late. They haven't called and told us, but that could be the reason. Now, notice that we use a subject and then we use a modal verb of some sort. She must, they can't, I might, things could, the train may. And you can use practically any modal verb, probably with the exception of shall and should. So we might look at some probability next week that uses will, which is really strange, but it does work. We'll look at that. So then we played a little game, and I gave you a little bag of stuff, and you put your hand in my bag, and you felt in my bag, and you guessed what you thought was in my bag. And you said it could be Body Shop cream. So Dinah, can you put that sentence into the past now? Because now we're talking about what it, not present.
It could have been.
Yes.
Body Shop cream.
It could have been Body Shop cream. You still don't know, do you? Because I haven't told you yet. But I will, I promise. And then Melissa said, she felt it in my bag. She said, oh, it must be a lighter. And could you put that sentence into the past now?
It must have been a lighter.
Exactly. Must have been a lighter. Now, here's the past probability broken down. When we use the past probability here, and there are loads of ways to do it, but this is just one of them, we use the subject plus one of the modal verbs, anything really, except shall and should. Should, yeah, I think those two. And then we use the word have, always, and then we use a past participle. So, she must be rich. She must have been very rich. You know, we're talking about her now in the past. We saw her yesterday. They can't be in, there are no lights on. They can't have been in, or they couldn't have been in. There were no lights on. Do you remember that yesterday night when we were banging on their door? I might be wrong, I might have been wrong. This is how to put present possibility into the past. We did it here with these sentences. It could be Body Shop cream, it could have been Body Shop cream. It must be a lighter, it must have been a lighter. And remember, subject plus a modal plus infinitive plus a past participle. It might be any past participle. And the proof of that was when we started talking about that guy who'd been dead for 5,000 years, Utsi, and we were asking different questions about him. And here were your answers. He could have worn leather clothes. We're using different past participles now. He might have eaten wild animals. He might have lived in Switzerland. He could have been homeless. He might have died from a cold. He might have been 40 years old when he died. So this is what we're doing for the next few weeks. This is just one way to talk about probability in the present and the past. Next week, we're going to use this again, but I'm going to teach you about 10 more ways of doing exactly the same thing. Now, I'm going to reveal what these things really were. Should I do it off the video, though? Let's stop the video.